What's going on, guys? George here from Afterlife Reptiles, and today I wanted to talk about why you should be nice to your rats, or in this case, if you have snakes, to your feeders. I think it's a very good idea to be nice to them, and I'm going to explain to you why. And one of the reasons why I decided to make a subject on this video is because I have seen a lot of people that treat their feeders, as feeders, like they're, not animals that have feelings. I believe that they do have feelings, and I believe, you should try to, give them the best quality of life that you can. Because in the end, they are providing you with something very valuable for your pets, for your, your reptiles, whatever it is that you feed. It's part of the circle of life. If you want to quote the Lion King. But yeah, I think it's just because it's part of the circle of life doesn't mean that we can't be humane about it. So one of the things that you should consider why you want to be nice to your rats is, for one, obviously they become less aggressive, and that's the reason why a lot of people seem to think that rats are aggressive, just because they're used to seeing these rats on the streets or in the wild, and they are pretty, aggressive or skittish. I've seen some videos of rats that even attack humans on the streets, like they'll go after, the people on the streets and stuff like that, and they can be like that, definitely, just like anything else, just like a wild dog, right? But you can teach them, you can show them with affection to be very, very friendly. Rats are very, very smart. I mean, I was blown away when I saw videos of how smart they are, all the tricks and things that they can do. And you're gonna think, well, what do I care if they're aggressive or not? I mean, we're gonna just feed them off anyway, who cares? Well, it's easier to feed a rat that is friendly to your reptiles. As some of you know, probably unfortunately, rats can cause a lot of damage to your reptiles if you're not careful. They have very, very powerful teeth that, have been known to be able to chew through freaking steel. And so you definitely don't want an aggressive rat with your snake, because it can cause some serious damage.
Can we see how big their teeth are?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So, and just to give you an example, I don't know if you ever seen, that's when they're about to be fed off, they're squeaking and screaming. I've known people that said that sometimes they were holding a rat by the tail, and they started spinning so freaking fast the tail came off, and just the bones of the tail was showing. So that's how crazy they can be if they feel like they're not nice. And as opposed to a rat that is nice, that trusts you, that is not afraid of you, it's gonna be able to, you're gonna be able to handle it. You're gonna be able to get in their cages, make it easier for you to clean, take them out and clean their cage. When handling their babies, they tend to show maternal aggression if they are not handled often. They can try to bite you. If you don't know, rat bites can be serious. You can get rat bite fever if you're not careful. So that's right there alone, that's a very good reason why you should be nice to your rats, because you don't want to get bit by a rat. And trust me, even friendly rats can sometimes bite you, and not necessarily out of aggressiveness, just out of curiosity. They think that you have food or something like that. But so you will definitely want to be careful with that. Obviously, just like any other animal, even person, if you're stressed out, you know, you are likely to have complications during your pregnancy. So if you have stressful rats, rats are getting all freaked out whenever they see you, you know, you are likely to have rats that are not producing for you. So happy rats is what you want, so that they can produce for you. Okay?
Would you say he's happy?
Look at him. I mean, you can see that he's not afraid. He's not trying to run. He's not, you know, freaking out or anything like that. He's not afraid of me at all. And you know, when you have an aggressive rat and you put it in with your reptile, especially if you have ball pythons, a lot of times if you have a rat that is very active and very skittish and running and things like that, a lot of times they'll scare your ball python and then they don't want to eat no more. So when you have a rat that is calm, as messed up as it sounds, you know, that is just sitting there, makes it a lot more likely and more easy for your snake, especially a ball python, to strike and to eat. So that's another thing.
Oh, we forgot the teeth.
Oh yeah, let's look at their teeth. So if you see here, they can have very big teeth, and that goes into your skin. That's gonna hurt a lot. Look at that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and in case you didn't know, yellow teeth means healthy teeth.
Not like humans.
No, not like humans. So if you have a rat with white teeth, that's not good. They should have a yellowish teeth. They should have yellowish teeth. So another thing that why you want to have them be nice to you and everything is because, you know, they're less likely to chew their enclosure, their tubs. You know, you have rats that are stressed out and they want to get out. They're gonna find that's all they have all day. They have nothing but time but to try to probe your cage and your tubs and chew them, and you know, you're gonna have that. In my opinion, you know, whenever we have, fortunately, these tubs are extremely hard to chew, so we don't have that problem. But if we were to see a rat that that likes to chew tubs, we will get rid of them, and possibly rid of all the rats that are in the tub with that rat. Reason why is because rats teach other rats. So if they, you know, you have rats that are aggressive, and you introduce them with new rats, they'll teach those rats to be aggressive. So you want to get rid of those rats for sure. Let's see.
But it could go the other way too. They can teach a skittish rat.
They can go the other way too. So definitely what you want to do is from the time that they're babies, interact with them. So they learn to trust you, learn that they are, you know, they're not in danger in any way. You definitely want to
Mr. Miyagi's right there.
teach them as babies.
Grab one of the little ones in there.
But I'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see here. Obviously, you know, to me, you know, at first when I saw a rat, it was like, ugh, a rat, whatever. But I came to, as I told you, I came to find out how fun they are, how intelligent they are, and it's so fun to play with them. To watch them just in their tubs. They're hilarious. The way that they sleep, the way that they fight with each other, it's so funny. Honestly, I don't think it's ever wasteful to have another pet or pets in your house that can bring you happiness. Which definitely these rats, you know, they give us some very good laughs. So yeah. And the last thing, the most important thing, one of the things, the most valuable things that we found out is when you have rats that are friendly and that you can interact with them, you can sell them as pets as well. Especially in these racks, we have special, you know, breeders that have been selected for that purpose, for breeding rats. And you know, if you didn't know, there's a huge underground market for pet rats. Surprisingly, to my surprise, a lot of people like rats for pets. And you know, when you buy feeders, being from your local pet store or from private, breeders, whatever it is, what do you pay? What maybe
Like $2-3
anywhere
bucks.
from $1 to $6-7, depending on the size of the rat, right? A pet rat, just for a regular normal hooded rat, they pay $20. $20 for one rat. You got your tabby rats, you got your hairless rats, you got your velveteen, Siamese, Rex, Dumbo, and you're talking about, I've seen them go for $60 to $80. I think
We
so.
paid $75 for our silver mane.
Yeah, $75 for silver mane. I mean, they are, not as expensive as maybe, a high-end snake, but still, you're talking about litters of 10 rats, 12, 15 rats, per litter. You do the math. I mean, whatever you don't use for your snake, especially you have ball pythons that are very picky, they decide not to eat and things like that. You can always have that special line of rats that you can sell. You have your hairless rats that I think is so cool. If you didn't know, if you're into snakes, I assume that you're into morphs, right? There's morphs for rats. You have your recessives, and it's crazy to see all the things that the rats have going for them. This is a hairless rat, and this is basically the visual of a recessive morph. As you can see, him too. This is Mr. Miyagi, by the way. He looks like a ball sack, and he's super nice, super friendly, super cute. It's crazy. He's so warm. Fortunately,
One of
he
our
does.
pet breeders.
Yeah, one of our pet breeders, and he gets a lot of scratches because he doesn't have hair. But yeah, he's just so cool, so freaking cool. And you have all kinds of morphs. So you're into morphs, rats do that too. They have their morphs and stuff that you can combine and try to aim for those morphs that you like. You have these
Can we
ruby
see our
eyes.
dwarf?
The what?
Our dwarf.
Where is he?
Down, I think.
This one?
No, one down.
This one?
Yeah. There he is.
You have a dwarf rat. Believe it or not.
It's 4.5 months.
Yeah. So he's almost 5 months, and he's full grown, as opposed to the other rat that is huge. Look at this thing. And that's a recessive, right, babe? And my wife is the one that breeds the rats, by the way. She knows everything there is to know about rats. And
Put him in your hand.
people go crazy over these rats, and they're super cool. They're super friendly. Another thing I forgot to mention, obviously the smell. You take care of your rats. You clean them and handle them, and they smell pretty good. They smell like the bedding, and as opposed to some nasty ass rats that we have gotten from breeders. I'm sorry, but they're absolutely disgusting. Smell like pee and shit, and it's just horrible. I don't feel like feeding that to my snakes. But yeah, that's the little dwarf boy. And look at that. If this was a wild rat, it would be already freaking out. That's another thing, if they ever get out, a regular rat will try to run away as fast as he can from you, and these they don't care. They'll stay right there. They'll come to you. It's just great. And believe it or not, this rack right here, you saw my last video. I paid $2,300 for it. My rats pay for this rack. Okay, my pet rats pay for this rack. They have paid for a lot of my snakes. They have fed my snakes. You know, it's a different way to look at rats. Definitely, you know. If I had the space, I will expand. But for now, this you know, this is good enough for me, for us. And you know, that's the reason why. In my opinion, it really pays off to be nice to your rats. So anyway, something to consider if you have feeders. If you're thinking about getting feeders, get some good quality rats. Get some pet rats if you can. Get on Craigslist, get on the internet, try to find a local breeder that specializes in pet rats. You know, that way you know they're nice, they're well taken care of, they're clean,
They're healthy.
they're healthy. And start your own line from there and keep on looking. You know, you never know. You might find that you're a rat person. I have pets in here that I freaking love, and then, you know, I'll never feed them. You know, they're gonna die of old age because that's how much I like them. That's the personalities that they have. They have their own personalities, and you really fall in love with those personalities, just like snakes, just like any other pet. Anyway, guys, so that's my take on it. I hope this helps. I hope this, you know, gives you a little bit of an idea how to make some of your money back that you have to, you know, spend on your rats and your reptiles. Like I said, they pay for themselves, for their bedding, for their food, for my snakes' food. I have over 40 snakes in here right now, and the season's over. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you guys think. What else? You know, do you have pet rats? You know, is there something that apparently only we do? I haven't seen other people, you know, that do snakes and pet rats. Anyway, let me know what you think. Thank you, and see you next time.